Hello friends. Today I want to speak about situations which we come across very often in life. When we have to deal with people who can be difficult, who can be unpleasant, who could be doing something wrong. Is it necessary that on all such occasions we have to deal with them with an iron hand, that we have to punish them, that we have to do something that is very strong? Friends, that's not true. Even the devil can be divine. Have a look at this picture. This picture, if you look at it from left to right, it will appear to you as if it's a rabbit. But if you look at it from right to left, it will appear to you as if it's a vulture. Yes, friends, that is the reality of life. Each of us, whether we are human beings or even any other living being on earth, there are different facets which we can have. We could be like vultures, that means we can have an evil streak inside us, or we could be like rabbits, enduring and good persons. What is important and what all scriptures say is that we should always try to encourage, or we should try and motivate the good part, the good chords in us, and try to suppress the evil ones. That, friends, can be best explained with this particular example that I want to give you. There was one company, a very big corporate, where a new MD had just come in, and he had been told that his purchase manager was a very corrupt person and that he had to be careful of him. And it genuinely happened that one day he came to the MD with a proposal saying that he wanted to buy a machine which was worth about $4 million, which is so expensive. But it was a technical aspect, and the MD had no idea how good, how bad that proposal was. And though, of course, all the processes were followed, generally the people, his advisors, were telling him that this person is basically having a corrupt practice with the concerned vendor. It is best to really thrash it out in the open, to take a firm stand, tell him that we will probably have to go into audit, we'll have to go into several other iterations, and make it difficult for him. However, the MD was a person with a very pleasant mind, and he had already done a lot of spiritual reading. So he said, let me try a different approach. So he called that purchase manager and he told him, look, I'm impressed, and this appears to be something that I have to depend on you. And though the price is $4 million, which is a lot of money, I think that we should do this, that you do some research, you find out whether there are some alternatives or somebody else who can develop this machine for us. We have the time, but who can do it at a much more economical cost. And if it really comes up and you are able to get something, I will see to it that we get you a very big bonus, because you'd have done something good for the company. Otherwise, I have no choice, but I have to speak to our German counterparts. They will come here, they will examine it, and if they find that this has been overpriced or that there is something grossly wrong in this proposal, it will be very difficult for us to justify. So you decide. Now, something in the way he told that purchase manager, the purchase manager also felt that this person was making sense. He had been doing a lot of corrupt practices in his life earlier, but here he was getting an opportunity to do something good where he was expecting to be rewarded. And then he compared that with the amount that maybe the vendor would have given back to him. So he really put in a lot of effort, and after a few days he came up with a proposal which was almost 40% of the cost that the other vendor was going to charge the company. The MD rewarded him handsomely, and the MD said that this is what I want you to do. See, you have it in you. You are an efficient person. You are capable of doing so much more. I think this is good. And in the next meeting with the entire company, he said that our purchase manager has worked hard and he's been able to find something where he has saved the company so much of money. He gave him a lot of accolades. And believe you me, friends, after that day, that purchase manager's attitude changed completely. He realized that there's some good things in life as well. It's not necessary to do things the wrong way. He had to only be shown that patience and the guidance which this MD showed. And the MD actually changed the person. He did not kill the sinner, he killed the sin inside that person, and that is what we need to do. whether it is a young kid, whether it is your spouse, whether it is somebody in your family, there can be difficult situations, and there can be times when they could be wrong, they require a stern hand, but it's not necessary to use the stern hand. Every person has that, either the rabbit or the vulture in him. If you approach the vulture, things are going to be difficult. But if you try to bring out the rabbit, life is really pleasant. Do try it, friends. This is what all our scriptures say, and this is what I heartily recommend. Thank you.